Hey, welcome to the 90-day game plan. I am so excited to welcome you to our community. And so, what I'm going to share with you is what you can do over the next 90 days that can really set the foundation for the health for the rest of your life. And I just want to share with you, if I haven't before, my experience with starting to use essential oils and getting into nutrition and just changing some of the habits in my life. So when I was about 35, I was experiencing a lot of health challenges. I was having miscarriages, I was having chronic migraines and chronic sinus infections. I had been on antibiotics on and off for over a year, and I just wasn't feeling better. And I was experiencing side effects from some of the medications, and it was getting expensive and time consuming. And I just felt a little bit lost. And it was interesting how that spring we were standing in a hayfield with my friend Elise, and I started having some allergies. And she came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want to try an essential oil?" Now, I had never heard of them before. I didn't know what they were. I didn't have my medication with me, so I didn't really have any other options. But I put a couple drops on my finger and then I rubbed it across the bridge of my nose. And within minutes, my allergies were gone. And a light bulb went on for me. Now, I didn't know if essential oils were going to fix everything that I had, right? I didn't know that. But I did know that there were probably things out there that could help me to change what was going on in my life. And it gave me more hope. And then I started Googling and researching and finding how our habits and our nutrition and some of these things that maybe I wasn't implementing into my life, they were really playing a huge part in my life at this point. And then the essential oils for me were really a bridge of helping me to step into a place of having a better lifestyle. So I want to show you how to start create whenever something comes up, how you can create this 90-day game plan that you just implement and you feel empowered because you do have tools on hand to really help you. So this is the live guide. Hopefully you've received it. If not, I will put a link down that you can download that, print it if you want, or just have it as a resource. So we're going to go through a couple of foundational things. And this is really what our health is based on. And the most important one is nutrition and digestion. So you see down here in the green. Now, it's not so much what we eat, it's more about what we consume. So we might be consuming a whole food, properly cooked foods that are providing a lot of nutrients to our body, but if we're not absorbing them, then there's an issue. So we want to have that combination of nutrients and absorption through digestion. So that's foundational. That every cell in your body takes in the water and the nutrients that we consume if we're digesting them to help build those cells. And so if we're experiencing any kind of chronic challenges, it's because there's something going on with the cells. And so that's foundational, is making sure that we have those habits in place. The next is movement and metabolism is not so much exercise. It's just that we're moving our body. We're able to move our body in a way that is aligns with our lifestyle and the things that we enjoy. So maybe you like to walk, maybe you like to run, maybe you like to lift things, maybe you just like to enjoy your family, your kids, grandkids. So we want to make sure that you are at a healthy state so that you can move and do the things that you want to do. And that does play into metabolism, not so much weight. Like the weight is really a byproduct of what's going on with your nutrition, digestion, your movement, and your metabolism. So we're going to talk about some habits that can help support there. Also with rest and managing stress. When we rest, that's when our bodies heal. That's when it's doing all that repair work and can lead to chronic issues if we're not getting enough rest or if we're not managing our stress enough in a healthy way, right? And then the fourth one we're going to talk about is reducing toxic load. This is really cleansing our body, helping our bodies to naturally detox the chemicals and things that we're going to naturally be exposed to. Also helping us to be aware of how we can reduce our exposure to chemicals through our personal care products, as well as managing our home, like the chemicals and things that come into our home. And then the informed self-care is like when things come up. This is more of the acute issues that come up. Maybe I get a cut, maybe I have a blemish, maybe I get a headache. So those things come up periodically. What natural things do you have in your home to take care of them that you don't have to worry about the side effects, right? So I'm going to quickly walk through this and then how you set up your 90-day game plan. So in each of those areas, there are some suggestions as far as products that can help you. And the one that I would absolutely tell you to try, and this is the thing that I had started after I first bought my initial kit of oils that I was using and experimenting with, that I started using. I remember we were driving, we were moving from Utah to California, and I picked up the kit and had these supplements, the lifelong vitality supplements in there. And I didn't know if they were going to work, but I was hopeful from the things that I've heard that if you give your body what it needs, it can repair, it can heal, it can do what it's meant to do. You'll have enough energy, you'll be able to reduce inflammation, which inflammation leads to pain, and also help support your mental health. So there is a 30-day money back guarantee with these, and that's why I tell everyone, just give them a try. If you don't experience a difference, then you could return them empty and get your all your money back. So it's worth trying. It's really hard to get enough nutrients through the food that we eat. We have to have a wide variety of foods that we're eating. We have to properly prepare them. They need to be nutrient dense. And if you're like me, I'm busy. It's hard to like track, and I don't like tracking. I feel like I eat worse if I'm tracking, and it just causes me more stress. So taking the lifelong vitality supplements is something foundational for me because I know I'm getting the nutrients that I need, that I don't have to track, and that as I'm working on the habit of eating better, that I know that I'm still getting what I need, right? So that's one thing that I would absolutely recommend. But you can read through this and see some of the different products that support. The other one that I highly recommend is called Terrazyme. So Terrazyme are digestive enzymes. This is what's going to help you to break down your food so that you absorb the nutrients. Our bodies naturally produce these digestive enzymes, but over time, our bodies produce less and less. That's why as we age, we're actually probably consuming less of the nutrients that we're eating. So we supplement with digestive enzymes. We can eat a whole green, leafy vegetables, those types of food also have digestive enzymes. So that's why a good, healthy diet, supplements, the digestive enzymes can really help you to get the nutrients in your body into the cells where they need to be. So the next one is this movement and metabolism. This is a habit that if it's not in place when we're younger, it's sometimes hard to implement. We might not feel good when we move our bodies. We might have aches and pains. And so the younger you can start having just daily regular movement, that might be just getting a watch and tracking how many steps you take each day and having a goal to get out and move. Maybe during your lunch break, you're out walking. So just implementing some of these habits, but also I know that some people don't move their body, don't exercise because they have pain. So there are some options that you have for that. You have things for energy. Now I tell you, I would suggest using the lifelong vitality first if you have any type of energy issues, because that usually addresses the energy issues that our bodies are now getting the nutrients that they need. But this Mito 2 Max is another one that is amazing for that additional energy boost without caffeines, without stimulants. It's all natural. It just helps your cells to produce more energy. So you can read through that. See if I can get it to go down. The next one would be resting and managing stress. So if you have challenges with sleep, maybe you have kiddos that aren't sleeping, there are tools available. We should not be not getting enough sleep. I know there's on occasions, but we have the tools available to us. They're not addictive. There's no side effects to using essential oils, the products that are listed here, and also for managing stress. I'm not going to go much into that, but they are there. And then the last one is how can we reduce toxins in our body? The lemon, most of you, when they get a kit, they get lemon in that kit. And so this is one, putting it in your water. So hydration is another foundational habit. We drink more water, it's been shown, if it's flavored. So if you're flavoring it with something good and healthy, there's no side effects, there's no calories, it's alkalining to the body. This is great, just putting a couple drops in your water. And there is a 30-day cleanse that you can do to help reduce those toxins. And then you'll also want to be aware of the things in your home, right? So there's things that we clean with that may not be that good for us. And so just being aware of toxins within our home and also our self-care products. So what are we using on a daily basis? Because our skin is our largest organ. Whatever we're putting on it, it will be absorbing. And it may be countering the good that you're doing because it has toxins in there. So skincare, hair care, anti-aging products, just there's so many things that we consume, put around us, that we want to be aware of those and start ditching those and swapping them out. So doTERRA, because you have a membership, you have access to the discount, the 25% off on all of these type of products. And it makes it easy just every month to replace maybe where you were going before at the store with something that might be toxic and just putting it on your order for that month. As well as you can also make them. Like there's great thing like natural skincare, hair care, home care products that you can make that are super affordable. They work really well. And so you can also check out my green cleaning ebook that has lots of recipes for doing that. And then with this, also just being aware, self-care, right? Like if we have knowledge, then we can do those things generally within our home. 80 to 90% of things can be taken care of right in our home that come up. We have not been to the doctor for over 12 years for sick care other than one time. And it's because we've implemented these habits that I want you to start working on over the next 90 days. And maybe you have some of them already implemented, that maybe there's one that you want to focus on. And also that we have tools in our home and the information to be able to use essential oils and other things that are more natural and healthy for us to take care of our health. So let's go into generally what we do is you'll scan through, you might like circle some of the products or areas where you're maybe lacking or you would want to work on. And then here's just gives you, if you're wanting to focus on certain areas, there's certain products that support you in that area. But here's what I recommend everyone do for the next 90 days is that you work on these first two immediately: the nutrition, digestion, and movement. And what I recommend is that you get the Lifelong Vitality supplements. Give them a try. It's like a no-brainer because there's no risk. You can purchase those. If you don't feel different, return them, get your money back. But there have been very few returns over the millions of bottles that have been purchased, right? Because I know that they work. So the Lifelong Vitality and these digestive enzymes. And then if there's anything that you need that's not in your kit, so you should have Deep Blue. Most people purchase the top 10 oils, and Deep Blue is found in that kit. If you need additional support for pain, inflammation, then you might look at some of these other products that you can purchase. There is what's called the Relief Kit. So this is very focused on pain management, inflammation. So if you have issues, arthritis, muscle aches, joint aches, maybe a past injury, that these can be very supportive, and you can purchase it in a little kit with a really steep discount. So that's what I would work on for 30 days, is that you're just getting the habit of taking the Lifelong Vitality supplements and the digestive enzymes and setting up a movement routine, whether that's exercising regularly, whether that's just getting out and walking, swimming, just moving your body. And you can be tracking that through your phone. Set a goal, but that's for the first 30 days, is you're just getting that foundation in place. And then for the next 30 days, then you'll be focusing on rest and managing your stress. So in your kit, you have lavender. So this is great. You'll be focusing on using that in your diffuser by your bed. If there's kiddos in your home that aren't sleeping, that you can be using that as well. If there's anything else around here that you want to purchase to supplement this idea of being able to rest better, fall asleep, stay asleep, or help with stress levels, these are great. There's a sleep kit, there's a mind and mood kit. This is phenomenal. If you're dealing with anxious feelings, low mood, if there's someone in your home dealing with those things, oils work really, really fast. So you would just, for the next 30 days, you would be focusing on the sleep, but you wouldn't ignore the other two, that you would be still using your supplements, still moving your body, but then you'll also be adding in getting enough rest and managing your stress. And then for that last 30 days, that you will be focusing on reducing toxic load. Now, there's lots of different ways that you can do that. You could be focusing on doing the cleanse, where you're focusing on your personal body and cleansing of toxins there. It could be that you're starting to eliminate some of the self-care products that have toxins in there and you're swapping them out. Or as they are running out, that instead of repurchasing those, you're now getting the skincare or the Yarrow Pom, which is amazing, anti-aging. It's amazing stuff. The shampoo, conditioner, just be looking at those things to be swapping them out. Or maybe you're going to be focusing on the cleaning products in your home and swapping those out. Whether you're using doTERRA products or you're making your own, that would be the focus of that last part of this 90 days. Now, of course, all along the way, as you are having things come up, you are testing out, playing around with the oils that you have on hand. So you should have the frankincense, tea tree, peppermint, digestin. Breathe isn't listed on here, but you should have breathe, the On Guard. So those are all in this self-care. Things come up, you use them, start really putting them to the test. You're going to be using the lemon in your water. to help detox. It's great for mood. Also, the lavender for sleep, but it could be used for burns or other things that come up. If you get sunburns or bee stings, use those. You have deep blue with this pain support in the movement section. And so you have things already on hand to be just put them to the test. But that's what I would recommend for your 90-day plan. Now, of course, you can do whatever you want. Maybe you have a real big focus on sleep right now. You're like, I can't even do anything else, but I need to get more sleep. So for the first 30 days, you're focusing on sleep. But for most people, it's like once you get these foundational habits in place over the next 90 days, that your trajectory in life will be so much better. And then as something comes up, maybe something changes and you need to go back and like create a new 90-day game plan. Like, okay, what am I going to do for the first 30 days of this game plan? So there is a form that you can fill out. You can fill out what are your top concerns, what do you already have, and then what do you need? And then creating your routines. Like in the morning, you might taking your supplements, taking your Terrazyme. I'm going to fill up my water bottle, and you will map this out. You can use this form or put some sticky notes up, but make sure you're putting your oils where you remember. Once you get the supplements in your home, maybe you're just sitting them right there on the counter so you remember to take them. And what's really cool with the Lifelong Vitality supplements, when you purchase that, then doTERRA also gives you an option to purchase up to 3 additional supplements at an even greater discount. So it's not just 25% off. Like some of these are over 50% off when you get the Lifelong Vitality. So in your cart, when you add that to the cart, it will say, do you want to customize this kit? And you hit customize, and then it will give you the option to choose any of these to add to the order. And so then you can do that. And that's just there's secret ways of saving even more in doTERRA. That's one of the secret ways. The other secret way is through those wellness kits. So if you're wanting to focus on sleep, if you purchase the kit, it's below the 25% off. So it's even a greater discount. And there is a track. So if you get the first one, then the next month you can receive a second type of kit along with sleep, if that's the one that you picked. And there will be some really cool things in that. And then there's a third track on that kit. So each one of those wellness kits, they have 3 different ones that will come, like the first month and the second month, and you can pause it, stop it, cancel it anytime. But just know if you're focusing on sleep and you want one of those kits, you might want to purchase that track. Now, the other thing that if you haven't watched the little video on the loyalty rewards program, I will link that up. I won't go into too much detail, but this is another one of those secret ways of being able to save through doTERRA. It's I don't know of any other reward system that is so generous, but also rewards you for creating healthy habits. That's basically what it's doing. So you can receive up to 30% off or back in product credits when you purchase through the loyalty rewards program. I call it your monthly wellness box. It is a subscription box that each month you're going to receive products. You can customize them, or maybe there's something you just want every single month, like my Lifelong Vitality. I just get that every single month, so I don't need to go in and change it. But you get an email a few days before saying, hey, take a look at this. Is there anything that you want to change? You can go change it, customize it, and it just shows up right to your door. And then I have a little doTERRA bank account that accumulates those points. So then when I go in and purchase, I can use some of those points to make my purchase. So things are free, right? So make sure that you watch the video of that. I will link it down if you haven't already done that. But that's another one of those secret ways that you can save in doTERRA. And I will leave it at that. There are some great tips here and also some other resources if you're not aware. The one that I would most jump into is downloading the doTERRA shop app. It's free. It's an easy way to be able to kind of make your wish list of things that you want to order, as well as things that have maybe you're out of, that you can put that in your cart. And then when you're ready to purchase, or if you're using the loyalty rewards program, it will just come with that order. And also there's some great education that is in that app. And then you can see there's some other additional resources that are phenomenal. So that's it. Create your 90-day game plan. If you have questions, reach out to me and I would love to help you with that. This is something that I'm obsessed with because I know how important daily habits are, that those are the things that will make or break your life as you get older. And as I'm getting older, like I'm seeing that more and more. So the